Howdy, y'all. Happy new moon. I love new moons because I apparently must be a lunatic because full moons just fucking, I don't know, make me crazy. Sometimes good crazy, sometimes crazy crazy. I like full moons too, but it's just like, gotta have an outlet. So, the only thing I don't love about, actually I kind of do, just not driving, is how dark it is on new moons. I like the light of a full moon. I must be like, have some moon rulage in my charts. I think I was pagan in a past life, is what one astrologer told me, so I'll go with that. I did get sucked up into the moon when I had an ego death on acid a couple years back, and she like taught me lessons and stuff, so I have an affinity for the moon for sure, probably more than the sun. The sun's okay, but I'm in Chattanooga, doing the Chattanooga Choo Choo, which I thought was a dance. I don't know why. I thought it was like the Harlem Shake or I'm sure there's other regional dances with where they're from in the name. I just can't think of any. But yeah, I thought it was a dance. But apparently it's a choo-choo train. Makes way more sense. But I'm going to make it into a dance. Yeah, I chooched through 3 states today. Alabama, Georgia, and now Tennessee. I want to show you, like, this is a sweet Cracker Barrel. This was try number 2 on Cracker Barrels. The first one was the worst one I've ever seen. It was like smudged between 2 highways with a crab bar next to it with neon lights just going like So I was like, no, that was crazy. So this one has like the most wilderness around it I've ever seen. I'm nestled in like this little foresty cool nook. See? Can you see that? Oh man. And this, apparently they have cats that just jump into your van. Cats are hairy little people. Boom. See? Yeah. I got this forest nook. And there's all that forestness. Other than the piss rain, this is A-okay with me. Yeah, man. I'll feed you momentarily. Go back out. Go do your rat killing. Alright. I'm gonna fire up the stove. Yes. No, it's loud. I'm pretty hungry though. I've yet to eat. Just drinking juice. This juice is not that great. Super good for you, but man, I feel like if I made this in a juicer, it'd be good. Celery, cucumber, spinach, romaine, kale, lemon, and parsley. Or all they had to do was throw an apple in there, just half an apple. So, yeah, full moon, Chattanooga. Like it here. It's cool. I saw a billboard for an underground boat ride, which sounds like fucking Pirates of the Caribbean ride from Disneyland. I remember that being fun, I think. If I did it, I don't know. Do you mind? You're not contributing. The universe has been trying to kill me the last 24 hours. So that's interesting. I wonder if it's Mercury retrograde or I don't know. Trying to mark me. I mean, the first thing that happened last night is I got the van stuck in the mud in Alabama, which is the first time it's been stuck since 2 years ago, which, oh yeah, I've been houseless for 2 years now. Alternatively living, I guess, would be the proper term, the Wikipedia term, the Urban Dictionary. Yeah, when I got stuck in my parents' backyard because it was snowing, so I've almost gotten stuck a bunch, but this was just tight road. I went around a corner looking for my camp spot, and I saw a bunch of like rednecks doing redneck things, and I was like, ah, fuck. So I tried to turn around in the road, which was dumb. I should have just kept going towards them, but they were like shining a light at me, and I was like, all right. Because I walked. But yeah, anyway, I got stuck. My back tires slid off the road, and I was like, fuck. Because it's heavy back here, so. Yeah, most of the weight is like where I'm sitting. Which is good for traction-ish, but not great for mud. So I popped out of the car and I was like, howdy dudes, would you give me a tow? And after some deliberation, they hopped in their Bronco and pulled in front of me, and I got to use my winch, which was the first time since I built it, because I custom built the bumper, and I was just hoping that the bumper didn't rip off, and it didn't. They pulled me right out. I tried to give them money. They were like, nah, you don't know it's a thing, buddy. And then I went and camped by the river, which on a boat ramp, which I do not like boat ramps. It's too many sketch balls, man. People do sketchy shit on boat ramps. It did the job, but fuck. And then today, I decided, so that was me like trying, I just ignored the directions and went a different way. So I was like, I feel like the campsites are this way, or it'll loop around is what I thought. It did, but the gate was closed. Come to find out. So, today, yeah, I drove, that was in like the Alabama border, but I drove to Chattanooga today, and I was like, let's take this scenic route that's like 10 minutes longer or whatever. Because I didn't want to backtrack. I just don't like backtracking. So I went a way that I didn't backtrack. And it was foggy as a motherfucker. Like, visibility 20 feet. I wanted to pop the camera on and show you, but I was like, I need all my focus on this right now. Even though I was listening to the Hood Mystic talk about deepness while I was driving through a fog. But then it was some windy ass roads, and the sign said like 15 miles an hour, and I was like, alright, sometimes it's exaggerating. But I got to the corner, and it was downhill, which that's where the danger is. Especially, I know that from motorcycles. Like, I hated downhill corners. That's where you get like, woo, fucked up. If you come in too slow, too hot, that's where you go into the other lane. But yeah, I think I was going 30, and the slick road, the tires just locked up, and I just went, and I felt it. It was just like, oh fuck. I saw the guardrail, and I was like, nope, because I was like an embankment. I was like, I will take a head-on collision over the embankment any day. So I just turned into the other lane, and when I turned, like the minute the van kind of went sideways a little, it caught and got traction. But like, luckily there was no one in the lane then, but then there was someone coming, and I was like, by the time it caught, I was able to, but it was just like, holy fuck. There was nothing I could do about that. I don't know if you've ever had that feeling where you're just locked up, brakes, and you're sliding, because I don't have ABS because it's a long story, but a fuse keeps blowing in my brake light system. So there's a short or something. I don't know why. Actually, I have a video on my phone of how to fix it, I think. So I'll replace the fuse and it'll blow, and then it'll blow. It started in Nevada at Great Basin National Park one time. I was parked weird and it rained, and so water got in or something. So yeah, I don't have ABS. So tires lock up, which I kind of prefer. My Jeep was like that, and I'm not saying it's better, but I prefer it. Because I can like feel what the car is doing. And I don't know. Usually I'm not the best at driving in like sliding scenarios. I mean, I'm okay, but I instinctively handled this well, but there was 95% luck involved too. And then, just now, driving to the Quacker Barrel, the biscuit box, the Triscuit tree, I'm done with this. I also went a different way because I was like, I don't want to get back on the highway if I don't have to. Let's take this other way. And I was just cruising along, and I see a sign that says tight roadway, narrow roadway, and I was like, okay, as long as it doesn't say like low clearance or something. And the next sign says low clearance, and then the next sign says 7'10". And I was like, what? My van is like, I really need to measure it one day. I've had that intention for a while, so I would have a thing that says exactly how high I am. Really high, the most high. He's like, dumb joke, man. Dumb joke, bro. But yeah, so I'm like 10 foot, I think, ish, maybe 11, between 10 and 11. Definitely not 7'10", so luckily I was paying attention, and I turned like a couple feet before that. There was a roadway. Otherwise it would have chopped the top of my van off. So those are my somewhat near-death experiences. The moral of the story is, don't take the road less traveled? I don't know. I've never had so many issues taking different routes before. I wanted to update you on that. Having some realizations about myself and possible soul retrieval operations. I don't know, I have a lot of personality, not ego, but yeah, whatever. Likes, dislikes, like who you are. But when people are around, I like to just fucking stuff that. Like, whatever. What do you want to listen to on my car stereo? Or what do you want to do? Probably because so many people complained in my childhood or something. I don't know. Like, if you expressed individuality, you were the, what is it? The tall nail gets hammered or something? I don't know. So, I need to figure that out. Been browsing Craigslist for jobs. Oh yeah, maybe that was another reason why. Because I was looking at truck driver jobs, and I was like, because I saw you could like work at like a yard and just move the trucks around or whatever, and like work as much as or as little as you want as like a part-time, just whatever, the yard spotter, I think is what they called it. And you just need to get your CDL, and I was like, that's pretty cool, because there's truck yards everywhere, and I could just work, well, how much I wanted and whatever. But then I was like, I'm not the greatest at backing up trailers and stuff. And I have been in a couple car accidents. And then the universe was like, see? You drive like a psycho. Then I thought about maybe going to barber school, because I've watched ASMR, like, barbershop videos a lot, just because they're relaxing. Because the first time I ever got ASMR was at the barber, or Bob Ross, one or the other, or teachers that were really, like, you know, calm and monotone. But I just want a job where I can have a beard and long hair. I mean, I would maybe sacrifice one of these if I had to, but I'm not saying these are forever, but it's how I choose to be at the moment. It's like Santa Claus, to be honest. I shaved my beard off like a year and a couple months ago, and then it just went super fucking fast again. I was like, whoa. Because I grew it for like 3 years and it was this long. Maybe not even. And this has been just over a year. And it's this long, so. My hair doesn't really grow. My head hair doesn't grow that fast. It's been growing for a long time. But I want a job where I can have the hair I want and do jiu-jitsu. So it has to be located in an area that has a good no-gi school, or hopefully more than one. That's pretty much it. And with some flexibility on like how much I have to work. If I just feel like saying fuck it for a while, I'd like to be able to do that. So yeah, I was thinking barbershop that also does foot zones, massage, whatever. But it's like strictly for men. Even though I hate foot zoning dudes, because they can't relax. So maybe I feed them a stick of marijuana. It's also a dispensary. And there's a jiu-jitsu gym attached. And a custom motorcycle auto shop. Boom, dream it. Done. Yep, that'd be sick. Not too crazy of a dream either. Oh, I finally broke down and bought cold medicine, which I haven't taken cold medicine in a minute. Just because I'm like, my body wanted to get sick because I needed to learn something. So I need to go through this. And then I usually just go through it. But this time I was like, Zicam, I don't know if you've ever done that. It's like the zinc lozenges, which I've done those back in the day, and they definitely shorten your cold. They do give you a stomach ache. Sometimes you feel like hurling if you take them on an empty stomach, which you're supposed to, so. But yeah, I think it's worth it. And then like cold medicine, like nighttime cold medicine. I haven't taken it today, but it was just nice to breathe through my nose. And yeah, I think the intention was good actually for me to do it. Take care of myself. Use my resources. Don't be such a hard-headed whatever the fuck. So, growing up. He's growing up. Yeah. Did I say I enjoy Chattanooga? So far, it's cool. It reminds me of Portland, like aesthetic. I don't know, the rolling hills and trees, and could be the spit and rain, but it's very Pacific Northwesty. The people are even like characters here. I've seen more weirdos so far than I've seen elsewhere, which is cool. Oh, I got some new sheets for my bed. I don't know if you can see, but mine are like ripped. And yeah, time to get new ones. It was honestly cheaper to buy sheets than it is to wash them, which is weird economic conundrum. Yeah, like it probably would have cost the same to wash them than it was to buy new ones. But, you know, new moon, let's change shit up. Be a different person. I'm about to make some pupusas. Pupusa. Pupusa in Chattanooga. I forget the river's name. It was like Chumbawamba or Chagachuga. Everything's got cool ch sounds here. It's all fun to say. Oh, I should look up what that river is. A big ass fucking river, man. I don't think it's the Mississippi, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was. Where am I now? I'm in Oltewah. 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 Which is sort of like the rich. I drove through the rich, hilly neighborhood. What the fuck? What river did I even go over? Hey Google, Harrison Bay? Yeah, but what? It's the Tennessee River. It cuts through Tennessee. What else? Does that meet up with the Mississippi? I don't know. It's a big ass cool river. There's a weird like, oh what? I got Wi-Fi? Sweet. There's a weird like, maybe the trees hold in heat, which would make sense. Because it's going to be cold as fuck everywhere else. But here is like staying at 30 degrees, not going any lower. Yep, I think that's it. Thanks for listening. Let me know. Let me know what's up. Let me know the haps. Oh, I looked into male modeling, but I should have looked under feline modeling. Holy shit. I feel like you should get $1,000 just for a portrait of him. I still want to throw a festival called Nugfest. I think people would come. He would not. He hates people, so. Alright. Take it easy.